How's it going, everybody? It's Jay back with, I guess, off-meta Mayhem episode 2. So we actually got a new team here that, Reg J. Everybody's been so bored with Reg I. As soon as Reg J got announced, everyone just kind of went crazy, started talking about all the mythicals they could use and stuff like that. And unfortunately, there's no ranked ladder right now, so we'll have to actually mess around with the casual ladder, which you never know what we're going to get. I might have to skip a few if we kind of get a couple of really dumb teams. But hopefully we can get some competitive battles in today with this team. And if you look at the screen, I'll just kind of give a little breakdown of what the team is. I actually built this on the train. Actually, one of my friends, Cisco Moo YouTube, check out his channel. I'll probably have like a little thing here. Nah, let's put it over here, right there. Editor J, right here. Put it right there. Yeah. Click that to go to his channel, check it out. He's actually been really inspirational. He's a very entertaining YouTuber, and he's very creative with some of the teams he has, and has actually encouraged me to do something like this. And I think he actually might run this team after, because I showed it to him, and he's like, he thought it was really cool. But without further ado, let's dive into it. So Mew, first and foremost, I actually wanted to start with a bang with like a really weird team. So if anybody, like, yeah, Mew gets transform and imprison, trick room, okay, kind of cool. But if you haven't used this before, it's insane. So the idea is you use imprison first, whether or not it's to stop trick room or whatever. Even it's just a setup move. So they might be questioning, oh, why are you imprisoning nothing? I have an Incineroar in the field. Who cares? But once I use transform into something, the imprison still sticks. So now when I am that Pokemon transformed into, let's just say it is that Incineroar, now Incineroar can't make a move because I've imprisoned its entire set. I know its whole set, and now all of my moves align with all of his, and the moves are now locked. So they have to struggle or switch or something. So it's really, really cool. So I can actually run another restricted if I choose. So it could be Cali Ice, and now it can't attack. So the whole idea is to shut down one of their Pokemon, ideally their best, and then they have to play around it. That's why the whole team is based around supporting this strategy. So we talked about the Mew just now. So when I was building the team, it was more just like, well, how do we get this thing to be successful? Okay, well, fake out for a turn because I'm getting an imprison off. So I got Grimmsnarl, screens to make it stick around a little bit longer, and then we got an attack just in case, because it's a very passive lead if we just do that. It does have a little bit of attack invested in it, but we can keep screens up for most of the game. Then I thought, okay, well, you know, we could have a Follow Me user, and Ogerpon's a very good version of it. It's very bulky. This build is specifically bulky, and it can do a little bit of damage as well, as Ogerpon-y things do. Then I have the Final Gambit, just in case there is a threat that really threatens the one Pokemon I did steal. I could just come in and just blow it up. Not to mention, turn one, I could just blow up the threat. I could lead the two together. Like ideal, like I can lead Ogerpon Mew, Grimmsnarl Mew, Annihilate Mew. If I don't like it or the situation calls for, I could just set Trick Room straight up and then bring in the Ursaluna and sweep. And the Dialga Origin, honestly, I just recently added that. I think it was originally a Magearna, but everyone's running Magearna. So I wanted to, bring something that counters Magearna, so Flamethrower kind of does that a little bit. And yeah, it's a little different. I've never used it, so it seemed pretty strong, so why not? But again, the whole team is built around Mew. And we kind of just broke down the whole team, so I guess we'll get into the battles. We do have Tailwind as well, just it's a nice support mod, just in case he does lead some sort of, I don't know, we could always imprison his Trick Room, and then we could just Tailwind ourselves the next turn and support one of our partners. So, but I'm not sure exactly what we're going to run into, so let's just hop into it now, and hope you enjoy the battles, and let's dive in. All right, Hail Hydra. So we got one restricted. Charizard. Wow, this team is, I remember this team was pretty strong, wasn't it? Sunny Day and then the Solar Power Charizard. This is going to be tough. I do think the Final Gambit Annihilate might be necessary here, because I don't think we take a Heat Wave in the sun very well. This is going to be tough to get this Mew strat off against a team like this. This is a pretty good team. But if we can get Trick Room up, that'd be really nice. So maybe we can go for a deletion and then just Trick Room. If he leads passive like Farigiraf or something like that, or even the Clefable, that'd be really nice. But we can, if he leads the Farigiraf, we'll just imprison it. If he leads the Incineroar, we have Terra Ghost for that. Let me see. Again, the Trick Room in the back, I kind of like it. And then we'll do the Dialga just so we have a switch in. Do we need the redirection? Maybe. Nah, we just need damage, I think, at this point. Like we do have the support in the deletion with the final Gambit, but... And if he leads the Incineroar, well, we can just keep attacking because we're Defiant, so we'll take it. That's also why I put it on this team, too, just so we have the option against Incineroar, because it's just so popular. But let's see. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, whoever you are. Let's see. Whimsicott and Charizard. Yep, that makes sense. So, are we going to take a Heat Wave? Well, we're just going to delete... Nah, it's just going to be the Tailwind. But then you're... Hold on, you're either Tailwinding or you're Sunny Day. And if you Sunny Day, you're dead? If this is a max speed timid Charizard, we get hit. So it depends. Do we... Oh, we have Terrifier. We're so good. So we do get a hit off. If this is a Sunny Day and a Heat Wave, at least we can kind of salvage some of it. I just don't know, like, if this is max speed timid, we get outsped by like 9 points or something. But we definitely Terra Fire. I don't think we're going to Terra anything else. So let's go for the final Gambit into the Charizard. If it's a Tailwind, we don't take much damage and we hit it really hard. So let's go for a Trick Room. Yeah, we have to because we won't get another turn off. We can only give him one turn. That's the thing. I was not expecting to face an actual good team right now, so. Let's see. Terra Fire Annihilate. Okay, so it is going to be Tailwind. We won't take much damage. But you have a choice to make. Overheat into you. Okay, so the final Gambit's going to do 139 damage. But that's fine. We're getting a Trick Room up. We're doing a lot of damage. Yeah, that's fine. So Trick Room goes up. This is actually perfect because now we have, like, even our fast stuff is actually pretty slow. So we have a choice here. We can get our Ursaluna on the field right now. Yeah, how dare you set Tailwind in front of a Mew. My poor opponents, they have no idea what this Mew is going to do. Let's just get the Ursaluna on the field. I think that's just safe, right? What do we want to take, though? That's the thing. The Mew needs to take something. We do have the Mental Herb. Yeah, let's get this in there. So we'll attack the Charizard, we'll Imprison, and then we can just transform the next turn. So let's go for a Facade into the Charizard, I believe. And then we'll go... If it's Terra Ghost, that would really suck. Crap. Let us Imprison. Yeah, let's just do that. I feel like if we're going to set up this Mew, which is the whole idea... Kind of just set up the Ursaluna, but I like this because we're pressuring, like, hey, look at this hand, and then we have this hand doing something else. So protect, thank you very much. If this is double protect, we just win. Oh, okay, so it's probably just Scarf Charizard or Specs Charizard. Cool, so now we have our Flame Orb and we have the Imprison set up. This is fantastic, and he's got Tailwind. We can't be taunted. This is literally perfect. Please bring in the Koraidon right now. That'd be amazing. We're gonna take it, and it can't use it for the rest of the game. Incineroar, okay. And we did just Terra, so we're gonna get faked out. Well, hold on, you have to fake out the Ursaluna, right? Yeah, we're just gonna Headlong Rush, and then we're gonna go for a Transform into the Incineroar. Do we want to lock the Incineroar? Or I feel like I don't want to take any of these. Yeah, because if Koraidon's in the back, Incin's not really going to do much. We can always Parting Shot it after. I don't like the position of this thing at all. Like, I feel like we just Headlong Rush the Incineroar. And maybe we can transform into the Whimsicott. And just lock it out. Or we switch out. Honestly, we could probably just switch out. Let's Headlong Rush this Incineroar. And then let's switch into the Dialga. Yeah, this isn't ideal. Like, I don't really want to play Mew like this, but, like, I also don't want to lose either. You know, like, we like to win over here. Yeah, that makes sense. We get a free switch. And Blast. We take that pretty well. So we're just going to flash cannon that Whimsicott, and we're going to headlong rush this instant, and I don't think we have to think about it too much. If the Koraidon's in the... Like, you can't read a... Well, what's better? Flamethrower or flash cannon? Flash cannon's just better. Yeah. He still has Terra, right? Helping Hand, you're not getting a turn. You wish you were getting a turn right now. This is just a double KO, isn't it? Cool, well, at least Dialga Origin's getting something out of it. See, that's the cool thing about this team. That's one of the things when I build a team is I kind of go, yes, this is what I want to do, but what if they stop me from doing it? So this is one of those situations where, like, we kind of ran into a little bit of an issue. So Focus Sash. Okay, that might have actually been a good thing. Well, no, we wanted to pick it up. So Tailwind's gone. That means I think we have one more turn to Trick Room, right? Well, you can't KO both of us. So that's a bonus. But I think this Koraidon might just kind of take us out here, wouldn't it? Gotta be Terra Fire, right? Because this looks like it's just a rental team that somebody just took. Because I'm pretty sure I recognize this team. Let me see. So he could Encore, I guess? I think we just double that Koraidon, right? So Facade. And then Terra Fire. I guess we go for a Draco? Probably do the most amount of damage. Unfortunately, Mew doesn't have any attacks, so we have to like take a turn to transform. And I was actually considering running Trick Room on this Dialga. This would... We do have one more turn, so I think it's just to protect. We could Facade the Koraidon here, just in case he doesn't protect. And then we'll just Flash Cannon the Whimsicott. But he has Protect on the Whimsicott, right? I think we need to get the Mew back on the field. This is probably a double protect, so at least we get the Mew on the field. And then maybe we can transform and take something. Yeah, there's one. And it would be max speed, so the protect would be first. And there's the second one. Cool, so we got a free switch. So we have a choice. He can't KO both of us, so I think we just go for the Facade. Yeah, I actually like this position. I think that was kind of like an accidental good play there. I do like the idea of getting this thing on the field, but now we can just Facade that Koraidon. And we go for a Trick Room. And I don't really know what you can do about it. Like, that seems like a simple turn. I like what... Yeah, there goes our Sweeper. That's fine, but Trick Room goes up. Yep, it's a costly move, but at least we get Trick Room. Like, what are you going to Moonblast me, I guess? Oh, it's Life Orb, too. I'll take the chip, though. Yep. Cool. So we're going to bring in the Dialga here. Draco that Koraidon, because it's not going to take a Draco meter. I don't think regardless if it Terras or not. It could protect, but we're going to do it. If you don't attack this Mew right now, we're doing it. Because the next turn we just transform into an Aket attack. Helping Hand. Oh, okay, we really need this Draco to pick up. Oh, you didn't Terra, so yeah, we win. Did he Terra? Did I just miss that? I didn't think he Terra'd. We Imprison. We actually don't have an attack, so we actually can't attack with this Mew. Cool, Flash Cannon. And just for good measure, we transform. And this Mew is max speed, max HP, though, because what happens with Transform is it maintains your HP stat. So you could actually take something that has moderately low HP with high defenses, and now you're just, like, insanely bulky. You know what we should do at some point in this game as well, or in this set, is we can, like, this laddering session, whatever it is, we can always transform ourselves. That's another cool thing we can do. Let's see how it goes. But let's get into another one. Jesus. Let's see. So we got a Koraidon. Sorry, not a Koraidon. Kyogre. Oops. I don't know my Pokemon. Let me see. So Is that a final game? No, it's the beat up with the Whimsicott, obviously. And then you've got the Chien Pao. So let me see. So maybe we could just go delete something. Let's go for the Mew. If he leads the Kyogre. If you lead the Kyogre, the Ogerpon threatens it. But can we set up the Mew in the back? We haven't really done that. Kyogre has more HP than Annihilate, right? I believe it does. Let's just double check. Kyogre. 100. No, we have more. Okay, so let's lead that. It gets around the fake out as well. And he has no redirection. Okay. Mew in the back row for sure. And then we'll go with the Dialga. This Ogerpon looks really important in this game. Yeah, let's go, Jesus. Let's make it happen. Who am I going to take from you? Let's see. Kyogre and Whimsicott. Okay. So he is... So fortunately enough for us, this Ogerpon can't really be touched by that Kyogre. Like, I think Thunder Ice Beam is all it has. But I don't know if I want to go for the final Gambit here, just because if you go for a Tailwind and hit us, we're definitely not outspeeding. Wait, how fast are we? So 156. 56 times 1.5, we're at 234. So if this is Kyogre, 142 modest. Okay, so there's a good chance this thing outspeeds me if it specs or Scarf. Any Tailwinds. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? Let's go for a Horn Leech and like Kyogre. I think that just makes sense. And we can actually close combat? Yeah, why not? Care what? Care what it? Yeah, you greedy. You're so greedy. Let's see, but you can't hit my Ogerpon though, so this is interesting. Tailwind, yeah, so it's a good thing we didn't Final Gambit. And if this is Specs Water Spit, yeah, that's so weird. I have an Ogerpon on the field with Water Absorb. Okay. So if this picks up the it picks up the Annihilate. This is actually a really good opportunity to take that Kyogre. Because, like, we're about to hit it, so now Water Spout just doesn't do a lot. It might not be locked, though. That's the thing. Yeah, that did so much. So Dialga actually makes more sense here, because you can't really hit us, like, with anything. And then we can just Flash Can. It's probably the Covert Cloak on the Whimsicott. I don't think this would be a Sash one, so we can just Flash Cannon that, and then Horn Leech that slot. Like, who are you going to switch in? Incineroar could be in the back, probably. But I think either way we pick up something. We could Ivy Cudgel the Kyogre, because that might KO. And that would cover the Incineroar switch in. That'd be a crazy play, actually. Moon Blast. Don't drop my special attack. Wow, crit me. Origin Pulse. Okay, so you weren't Specs Lock or Choice Lock. Yeah, that did a lot. I guess he's just leaving the Ogerpon for the end. Cool. And then does Flash Cannon pick up? It should if it's not Focus Sash. We're actually in a good position to set Mew up, I think. Because like that Whimsicott isn't going to do anything to Mew. Yeah, cool. It was probably the Covert Cloak version. Alright, let's get Mew on the field. We need this to work. We need the Mew to get going. Let's see. Yeah, Origin is actually really cool. This is not okay, so the beat up's gone. And then the Chiem. Okay. So, I think Redirection actually makes sense here. Or do we just want to keep attacking? Like, Ogerpon's pretty quick. It probably outspeeds the Annihilate. But if this is the Choice Scarf version, you could just delete both of them right now. Let's go for an Ivy Cudgel into the Chiem Pao. We could just make that Annihilate completely useless if we can imprison it. Let's ID Cudgel the Impow, and then let's... We still have our Terra, actually, so... Yeah, you know what? Let's just follow me. Terra Water, and then let's get rid of that Chien Pow. Should we just delete the Annihilate? That was the question. I don't think we can do it. Not with a Draco Meteor, I don't think. So we Terra here, so we take the Ice move. I think the Ice move makes sense going into that. It does the most amount of damage. Unless it's like the Dark move. But I think you might actually use the Fighting move here to finish me off. But it's probably the Ice Spinner, I would imagine. Final Gambit, then you're down to your last Pokemon, so that kind of works out. So let's see what happens. Sacred Sword, that makes sense. We take that. Not great. Yikes. Rain Punch. Whoa. Okay. I thought this would live that turn. Oh boy. Yeesh. This is Flash Cannon, right? Yeah. And it's probably what Sashes. Oh no, it's not. It changes everything. Changes things. So the Mew comes in. We're not going to transform into it because we're going to be weak to it. So we have to go for the Imprison here. If we're faster, that'd be great because we only have to take one hit. Breach Fist. So it is faster than us. That kind of sucks, actually. Imprison. Yeah, we're going to get hit twice, aren't we? Oh. Focus Ashes on the Annihilate. That's so funny. Okay, so let's see what happens. So maybe he's not afraid of the... Let's actually see what happens here. Wait, did we speed tie? That's crazy. So now this Annihilate can't do anything. That's so jokes. That's so jokes. I'm so glad that actually ended that way. Mew's wicked. Let's go, Mew. Alright, we got it off. We got it off. We got it off. That's all we want. And I'm actually really interested in what that item was on that Chien Pow there. Like, it wasn't Sash. And it did do a lot more damage than I thought it... Well, did it? I don't know. Sacred Sword. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3 restricteds. A Lapras. And a Snorlax. Okay. This looks like a job for Mew. So what is he gonna do here? We could just play it safe and just go for a fake out in Prison. I kind of like that. The Rayquaza is a little scary because of the extreme speed stuff, but... And I know that the Eternatus kind of gets out of hand sometimes, so this is a really odd team. And then you got the Solgaleo, excuse me, over there just kind of chilling, so... let me see, this team doesn't really... Well, yeah, I guess it's Snorlax. I was going to say it doesn't really like Trick Room, but I do think Ursaluna looks really good if we can get Trick Room up. Because it kind of hits everything, doesn't it? Yeah, so maybe we'll have that as an option. Let's go Grimmsnarl, Ursaluna in the back row, and we don't... These are a lot of high HP Pokemon, like Solgaleo's a lot, Eternatus has a lot, Snorlax has a lot, so maybe not the Final Gambit. But maybe Ogerpon in the back, actually. Yeah, I guess that's what we have to do. We only have 5 seconds. Let's see if we can get another win. Or an entertaining battle, or just the rest of it. We don't play for wins, we play for entertainment, so... Let's see. So we got Snorlax and Solgaleo. So I think this is a Trick Room setup, so we might be able to get an Imprison off and accomplish something. But I do want to fake out that that Snorlax, though. I don't want to mess around with Belly Drum stuff. It's just, we have to be able to take out that Snorlax eventually. So we're going to fake out the Snorlax. Cool. That did a lot of damage. Rocky Helmet? Okay. Sunsteel? Yeah, that makes sense. Do we live this, though? I don't think we do. Yeah, we do not. But we accomplished our goal. So that Solgaleo's not doing anything for the rest of the game. Because we are imprisoning that thing. Let me see. We have the Ursaluna. Well, we'll just save the Ursaluna for later. Because I think that it just... Yeah, maybe we should have let him set up Trick Room, but this Snorlax gets really scary. So let's transform into what? Yeah, that, obviously. And then I guess we just go for an Ivy Cudgel into the Snorlax. Like, you're not getting 2 hits off. Like, you can get a Belly Drum off, but we're just gonna kill you, so... And if you do click Belly Drum here, it's actually not gonna work, so you're gonna be below half. Well, actually, no, it'll probably get the Citrus Berry. But you're gonna have no HP, so there's that. Transform. Hey, we have a useless slot on his side of the field. This is such a cool strategy. This is so cool. Yeah, does Citrus bring it up over its half, though? Psychic and Sunsteel? So, did I just see Solar Beam? I'm so confused right now. Did I miss the... What in the world is happening right now? What is this at? What could be in the back right now? Because we just attacked that Snorlax over and over, don't we? Solar Beam? What in the world? Alright, we just go for a Flamethrower, we go for an Ivy Cudgel, and that side's dead. Cool. I'm so confused right now. Like, did this team even have Sun? Yeah, you struggle. And struggle is typeless, so we don't resist it as a normal hit. That's so good. Like, this is such a cool strategy. I love this. And then there's Eternatus. Okay. So, we do have the, what's it called? We do have the Ursaluna in the back. And I do think this is a probably... Nah, did we save the Terra? Well, we actually have Psychic for this Eternatus, which is really funny. We can Terra out of this, and we're not weak to the Sludge Bomb, but... Like, what's Eternatus doing to my Mew, actually? Hold on a second. Why don't I just attack everything but the Eternatus? Because, well, it does have Flamethrower, I think. So we're just going to Psychic, and we're going to go for a Terra... Maybe Cudgel? Yeah? Yeah, let's do that. I'm surprised he's staying in with that that Solgaleo. Like, I think you just switch it out, right? What are you tearing into? Dragon, okay. So Psychic is no longer super effective into it. Let's see. You never know what they're going to Terra into. So if this is a Draco Meteor, we do get the +1 special defense, so I do think this is the right Terra. But I know that Eternatus gets really strong, though. Dynamax. Okay. We do resist this, so... Do we? Like, we do, but we kind of don't. Let's see how much this does. I know this is a really bulky Pokemon, so... Yeah, it did enough. Quarter. And then you struggle again. You're clearly not switching. I don't know why you're not switching. And what is the most damage we're going to do with this Solgaleo? I have no idea what the set is. Black Sludge, my goodness. So let me see. So we... Oh, we actually don't see the stats. That's actually kind of crappy. So I actually don't know what the most amount of damage this thing is. I guess we go for Sunsteel. And then we go for another Ivy Cudgel. Sure. But Black Sludge is a choice. Well, I guess it's not a choice, it's just like, you kind of have to run Terra Poison, right? Yeah, we don't take that. This is such a strong Pokemon, that's actually kind of crazy. Let me see. And he did click Struggle, right? Because, like, once you find out you have no moves available, you just have to struggle. And then Black Sludge picks that up. Yeah, that's funny that you're still imprisoned even though the imprisoned one is actually off the field. So that's an interesting interaction. But we pick up 2 KOs here, don't we? Yep. Very cool. And what is your last Pokemon? And then we got the Ursaluna. What comes in here? Ursaluna's just gonna hit whatever. Like it's really strong. Lapras, okay. So we just don't want to lower our defense, right? So let's go for a Facade. Actually, wait, how is this thing even hitting me? Oh, Freeze Dry into Ogerpon. I don't know how much that's gonna do. Let's just hit it twice. Let's go for a Facade. And we go for a Horn Leech. Yeah. Did a lot. And we're healing too, so it's even better. Yeah, we just win here. Hydro Pump. See, he hits his Hydro Pumps. That's crazy. Zod should pick up. Cool. GG's. Awesome. Cool. Well, this has been a lot of fun so far. Ooh, this is a real team. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. But how good is Ryan at Pokemon? We do not know. We're going to go Mew. We're going to go Ogerpon. And we do have answers for pretty much most of these leads, actually. The Grimmsnarl might suck a little bit. But we have an answer for Fake Out. We have an answer for his Trick Room going up. We can redirect the Moongeist Beam. I think it's funny, I actually built this Mew in this team to kind of beat this. So I certainly hope we can. The redirection would kind of suck. But we also have, if we want Trick Room to go up, we can also bring the Ursaluna. And we have the Annihilate to just blow something up if we really want to. So we could bring up the Dialga as well to switch into the Electric. Or we could set up screens and Fake Out ourselves. No, we have to run the Follow Me. Do we want to bring more offense, though? So Dialga is a thing. I don't know if I like this. Let's bring the Annihilate. Because at least we resist the Facade. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's see if we can beat a good team. Might have to beat a bad player to beat this team, but let's see how it goes. Ooh, shiny Espeon. Alright, let's see. Grimmsnarl and... Ooh, a passive lead. Interesting. That's kind of cool. We gotta watch out for the knockoff, though. A lot of Grimmsnarls aren't running Fake Out, though. So I guess we go for the Imprison here. Hopefully it's a parting shot. So Fake Out Ogerpon or Fake Out Mew? Let's Terra Ghost Imprison, and then we'll Follow Me. I did click that pretty quickly, but it's also... This team was kind of designed to do this to begin with. The Terra Ghost is there for the Fake Out, the Follow Me is there to just protect it, so we may as well just do those just to get it going. Let's see if we can steal Miraidon. Okay, so you did Fake Out that slot. What's this doing? Is it T-Wave? That would kind of suck. Yeah, it is T-Wave. Well, at least you're going to get T-Wave yourself, because we are synchronized. People forget Mew has an ability. I don't think they really cared in that situation, so... But we are slower, so I do think Trick Room needs to go up here. Prison goes off. I do think we need to Follow Me again and then set Trick Room, because now we're slower, so we may as well set Trick Room. But if we set Trick Room, then... Yeah, then that Ursaluna kind of comes in. So let me see. Do we want to transform yet? I don't think so. Maybe we go for a Tailwind to get our speed back? Might be something. Our team does kind of... I think Ursaluna's in the back somehow. So let's go for a... Let's go for a Tailwind. And let's just go for a Follow Me. And then you're going to Parting Shot, right? Unless you go for a knockoff. Light Screen, okay. Let's see. So we'll keep that in mind when we're doing our imprisoning. Or our what's it called? Our transforming. Knock. Yeah, that is a good play. We wanted that instant off the field, which kind of sucks, but we can actually hit that instant kind of hard right now. So we can... I don't want to transform yet. This kind of actually sucks. We can go for Trick Room. Start stalling. Let me see. Let's go for... This is so weird. I didn't really plan for this. If this person knows what I'm doing, then I guess it's kind of bad. We could take the instant and just parting shot out. Ivy cudgel it. I don't think we pick it up though. This is so bad. Oh yeah. Crit would be great here. No. We don't get crits here. Well, at least the Incineroar can't do anything right now. So it kind of has to switch. But this is just a reflect. Like you set the light screen, now you set the reflect, so that's what you do. Spirit Break, okay. Why is this happening right now? We're getting crit like crazy. Okay, so that instant can't do anything. So we're gonna parting shot that slot there. And then I guess we can go for a cudgel, but you switch here. Let's go for a Horn Leech, because like you're not leaving that in. I think Miraidon might be coming in. So a parting shot would be great into that slot, but a para would really suck here. Okay, Luna. We got the Horn Leech to break the Shadow Shield, but it might be brought back up. We get the parting shot off, hopefully. Yes, okay. That is cool. Alright, so what do we have for the Lunala here? We do have the Phantom Force. And we did set the Tailwind, so the Annihilate does make sense here. And we're not showing that we have the Ursaluna though, because we set Tailwind, so... Spirit Break, so that does pick up that slot. So let's see. I feel like we're just not doing enough damage right now. This kind of sucks, actually. And we are Terra Ghost, so a Moongeist Beam would just really hurt. Let's just bring in the Luna here. The Ursaluna. Alright, so the Grimmsnarl's... So now you have a choice, actually. So we can go for a Phantom Force right now, but then just the... Actually, why don't we go for a Phantom Force here into that slot? And we'll go for a Protect, and we can just Headlong Rush that slot in case the Instant comes in. Yeah, let's go... Actually, wait a second. We can Earthquake here, because the Annihilate won't be there. So D-Gleam, Moongeist Beam, could be Calm Mind, Trick Room. Yeah, let's just Earthquake. Why not? Like I said, we're not going to be there. Just T-Wave the Ursaluna. Cool. 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 Set Trick Room for me. Let me see. So now we can go for a Headlong Rush into that slot just to predict the Instant switch in. And that should pick it up. So either way, you're losing something here. Protect would... Well, actually, you can't Protect because Phantom Force goes through it. So we actually we have put ourselves in a decent spot here to make a decent read. Cool. And then Headlong Rush. Definitely. Well, I hope it KOs the Grimmsnarl. That'd be nice. It's through a Reflect, though. Yeah, it picks up. So Incineroar comes in here and gives us the, what's it called? The Defiant. But we're locked into Phantom Force, so I don't like that against the Instant. I kind of want our Drain Punch, and I kind of want our Final Gambit, which we can just delete at the end of the game. So we got to get Mew on the field here. Let me see. So Reflects up. We're going to be -1 attack with the Ursaluna. So what are the two? So Miraidon. Are we... If it's Scarf, right? Yeah, we actually want to get this off the field so we can Final Gambit that thing. So we want to Headlong Rush the Incineroar. I think we have to sack the Mew here, guys. Fortunately. Mew goes in there. Do we protect here? Yeah, because we're gonna get faked out, so we may as well protect here. But I do think Draco Meteor just picks up, right? Yeah, and then hopefully you pick up the Mew here. That would be very nice. Let's see. We'll probably fake out the Luna because you got to protect both of them. Draco Meteor, yep. We called that right. And then, is this a knockoff? That'd be nice. Will-O-Wisp. Oh, we're already paired. Okay, cool. Let's see. So Draco Meteor is definitely going into that slot. So we're about to get knocked off, right? So we can transform into Miraidon here. Yeah, and then we can beat that instant. Okay, so let's go for just a headlong rush into this. And if it doesn't pick up, we can just Final Gambit it. Snarl. So what are you doing to my Luna? Okay, so we take the Miraidon. Cool. Knock off. We were Terra Ghost. There goes your Miraidon. And I think that just seals it, doesn't it? Because you can't attack both of them. I can't believe we won that one. That's actually kind of crazy that we came back from that. Neat. Very neat. So we go for the Electro Drift and we go for the Headlong Rush, and that is pretty much GG's. Guys, gotta love my Miraidon team. It's fantastic. Now, Mew's the GOAT. Mew is completely goated. And just for good measure, we lose our Mew. Mew, I salute you. All right, well, that's cool. So we got 4 games in. 3, 4, 4, 3? I can't remember. But, well, that was a lot of fun. So, yeah, so I'm actually going to put the paste on the paste in the description and the rental code on the screen. So have a look, try it out for yourself, see how it goes. I don't know about you guys, maybe comment down below if you're excited about Reg J. For the latter, I'm a little bored with Reg I, so it's kind of nice to see it. I'm looking forward to Worlds coming up this month, actually. So that's going to be a nice little farewell for it. But seeing Mythicals kind of coming in, and then Reg H actually is going to be the new format if you didn't see it announced. I might put a link, or I might put like a little something on the screen or something, maybe not. But yeah, Reg H was a lot of fun. A lot of people liked it, but I also think it's a nice break from the Reg I that's just been going on for so long. No more restricteds in official tournaments, except for the latter, which we're going to have a lot of fun with. So tune in for future videos, and off meta Mayhem for the win. See you next time.